Every family has a choice: follow the herd or carve their own path. This is the Lone Wolfe Podcast. Are you ready to stray from the pack?
Welcome to the Lone Wolfe Podcast. Hello.
Well, we got a cat.
One of us got a cat.
Okay, well, it's cheaper than IVF, okay?
It is.
I'm just trying to cope. He's my coping mechanism. And look at him, he's fucking precious. He's really nice.
He's gonna fall off that balcony.
He's probably gonna cause some problems tonight.
Yeah, he's a little bit mischievous tonight.
But this is Boone, the new member of the Wolfpack family.
Also known as Booner.
The girls named him Boone for Benson Boone, but Jordan named him Boone for Daniel Boone.
It's Daniel Boone.
It feels important to him that is known, that it's Daniel Boone.
Yeah.
Really precious.
Benson. Yeah.
Really nice. I don't know about you, but I feel like I look like a LA producer right now. With
Your little glasses?
The glasses and the headphones and
the slick back?
Yeah, it's a look.
Nice.
Yeah, the slick back.
I don't even think you can see me really, so it's fine. My face is in the shade.
It's your hat.
My face is in the shade.
It's your hat. Your hat is like shadowing because the light's above us. Come on, show us the. Oh damn, he's trying to get fucked.
How's that?
Hot.
But can you see my face?
It's hot.
Okay. That'll work.
It's funny because I didn't know that the backwards hat is like a universal sign for like sex.
Is it?
Like I've always liked a backwards hat, but I didn't know that was like a universal thing for like most women.
I mean, I only knew because you said it.
I don't know what it is. There's something about it though.
Just sends a vibe.
It sends a vibe.
It says, look, I'm
like you're ready. There's no obstructions. You're ready to like get down and dirty.
I don't follow the rules. I wear this fucker backwards.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Very on brand for us.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, well, honey, why are you wearing those weird glasses on your face?
Well, if you haven't heard, blue light is really bad for your circadian rhythm.
And Jordan's really trying to biohack his circadian rhythm right now.
I'm trying to become the man I ought to be.
Okay. Yeah.
The man you would like me to be.
Me?
The biohacker.
I just like to get pregnant. That's all.
Me too.
You know? And unfortunately, we're not one of those people who can get away with like an average lifestyle and
I need to
get
be
pregnant
getting adequate
easily.
sleep. And this is
kind of a long rabbit hole. I feel like these glasses and headphones are really squeezing my head and I can't think straight. You feel like you're getting a head squeeze?
I feel fine.
Oh, holy cow.
My head always feels squeezed.
Whoa, it hurts. I think it's because I had a pony on the top of my head all day. And I think my head is still recovering from the
walls are always closing in on my brain.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we went down a rabbit hole about things that Jordan needs to do to optimize his life. His what he brings to the table from a fertility perspective. Right. Wearing blue blockers was part of it. And so I'm doing it as well because I think sleep is one of the most underrated things you can do for your overall health and well-being, but also your hormones. What I thought was really interesting, not to go off a tangent because that's not what this episode is about. I swear we will get on track. But what I thought was really interesting is that men, because I don't know shit about men's health. Okay, we're learning. It's a process.
You know a little bit.
That men's hormones are primarily produced like at night. They're like nocturnal, which is so interesting to me. I did not know that, and so really protecting sleep is super important for
hormone balance.
Yeah, benefiting like your testosterone production and stuff, which is super cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're doing. But also, I feel like red light kind of falls into this whole realm. So maybe let's just talk briefly what red light is in case you have been sleeping under a rock. And then why don't we just share why we're using it for fertility.
Okay.
Should I go ahead and start my sun?
Hey.
What the fuck? It's dead.
Fuck off.
This is the worst possible episode for this, but our red light is dead.
We're going to talk about red light, but we're not actually going to use it.
We're not going to use it.
Damn. We probably should have thought about that.
Okay, well, hold on. I'm going to zip my pants back up.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I'll keep the blanket because it's cozy, but shoot.
Okay, what is
All
red
right.
light? Red light is created naturally by the sun. It is more predominant in the first 30 to 60 minutes of the day when the sun is coming up. And then it's more predominant in the end of the day, like the last hour between the time the sun is out and it goes down. So that last hour of daylight. So that's when you're getting the most amount of red light within the sun naturally.
So sunrise, sunset, best times to get red light.
For natural red light.
Yeah.
Now, you're still going to get UV light in there as well and blue light.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a much smaller amount of that than if you were to get like middle of the day UV rays.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
UV's like highest at like noon.
Right.
When the sun is like highest in the sky.
Right. And that's why there's been a lot of hype about like getting outside in the morning to like set your circadian rhythm, getting that natural red light, or even maybe even watching the sunset before you go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And then now there are a lot of devices on the market.
Right.
If you are on social media, you've seen them.
Show
you know
them.
what I mean?
Show them what we got.
The box?
Yeah. That doesn't work right now.
Here's our dead red light.
Yeah.
This is not sponsored unless you want to sponsor us, Loombox, but this is Loombox. I think it's super awesome. And I don't remember off the top of my head, but you can find the information pretty easily if you want to go Google it. But you want your red light to be, I believe it's like 600 to 800 nanometers at least.
Yeah.
For like best effect, because if it's anything smaller, like if you go on Amazon, you can get like red light therapy boxes for like $30, but they're gonna be like really, really small, like 100 to 300 nanometers. And from my understanding, that will like literally only penetrate like the surface of the skin. Like to actually get the cellular like impacts, you want to have something that has a longer wavelength so that it can actually penetrate deep all the way into the cells.
Right.
So Loombox is one that I know is pretty popular. I like it a lot, but we have been using it. I put it on my womb, and Jordan puts it on his manhood.
It's nice.
We do it almost every night, hence why it's probably dead.
Yeah, probably should have plugged it in.
Yep, I'll plug it in after this.
It's okay.
But so what's cool about these like therapeutic, levels, these devices, is it can penetrate all the way into the cell and actually help the mitochondria, which is like the powerhouse of the cell, like what makes all your ATP, the energy production of your cells. So it can actually help the overall function, but also like repair like damaged cells, which is super cool.
Right.
And so the research on fertility and red light is really small.
Right.
But the research on red light itself, there's like so much out there, and it's really cool.
And like cell repair and cell regeneration.
Yeah, like it can do so many things, and there really is so much research out there to like support it. But from a fertility perspective, I feel like we're not necessarily waiting for like evidence to come out and be like, this is good for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've heard
feel
enough.
like it makes sense. Right? So like the egg cells actually have the most mitochondria out of any cell in the entire human body, which is so freaking cool.
You're like the female egg.
Yeah, like the egg cell
that your ovaries produce.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which I had to look it up because I had heard that once a couple years ago. And it just one of those facts that sticks in your head. You're like, well, that's freaking cool.
Yeah.
I had to look it up just to make sure it's true. It is true. And you're like a normal human cell has like has like a couple thousand mitochondria, right?
Okay.
But an egg cell has like 100 to 600,000.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's huge. Yeah. And then same thing with like men. So you have, and I only know all this off the top of my head right now because I've been thoroughly researching your sperm health recently. But inside the testicles, you have cells called the steroli cells. Maybe that's not how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. And they also have a lot of mitochondria.
Okay.
And so this may be shocking, but there is a decent amount of research like kind of coming out, emerging on men's fertility and very little on women's fertility because we don't give a fuck about researching women, but maybe someday it'll catch up. But
maybe.
But that the thought is that red light for men could potentially, like on your reproductive organs, could potentially increase your testosterone production, right? Like if you're supporting those cells that create testosterone, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it can also be preventative for oxidative stress, which can improve like sperm parameters.
Cool.
That's as far as I know.
Yeah.
There may be more. From my understanding, there's not any like actual like research on like using actual like red light boxes and like just doing at home. You know what I mean?
So do you think that there's a correlation for these dudes that are sunning their buttholes?
I mean, I know that that's like a really...
It's the thing.
It's a niche thing, but like it's a total thing.
There's guys out there that are out
sunning their genitals.
Sunning their genitals and their buttholes.
For sure. Yeah. You just don't want to do it at noon when
you don't want the UV rays. You get a sunburn on your beehole.
Yeah.
But there are guys out there that are catching that little morning sphincter.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense to me that like if the sunlight is, or the red light is good for you, we always keep these parts all covered up, but like they need it too, right?
Yeah.
They probably never really see the light of day.
Yeah, my ass is white.
I know that. It is white.
You saw it?
Yeah.
You seen it?
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how we're using it. I do also have a red light mask because I am a low tox, not a Botox lady.
Yeah.
And
she's getting worried about forehead wrinkles.
I've had these deep forehead wrinkles since I think I was like 15. It's like definitely a genetics thing. They're very deep and they've just always been there. No, they're there. They're deep. I've been using arnica and red light. Okay.
Works.
But yeah, so I've been trying to, now that I'm months away from turning 30, I just feel like I have to actually kind of give a crap about my skin. Otherwise, it's just going to be hanging down here in the next 10 years. You know what I mean?
You'll start looking like me. I'm almost 40.
I know that.
Fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. So thoughts on red light? Are you in? You're sold?
I mean, I'm doing whatever it takes. If there's benefits to it, then basically you could just come to me and be like, "Hey, babe, I think that this is good for us." But you start doing it, and I'm like, "Sure."
I disagree. I think I'll tell you something and you're like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then you won't do it. And then like 3 weeks later, you'll be like, hey, listen to this Joe Rogan podcast. And he said, blah, blah, blah. Can you believe it? I'm totally going to start doing this. And I'm like, oh yeah, I told you that 2 months ago. But
Joe Rogan has a red light bed.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
He does, right?
Yeah. It's like a fucking $90,000 bed.
That's insane.
He claims that it helped his vision. Like he doesn't have to wear readers anymore because he opens his eyes in it. I found it very interesting.
I mean, that is really interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't doubt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He said it's made his vision sharper.
Yeah. Well, so then you were just looking something up this morning, right? About red light therapy and like dementia.
Yeah. So they did a handful, I think maybe like 10 different studies, and they were very small, and I don't know if there wasn't like a lot of control to it, but they did 10 small groups, and they used a head nasal red light, and within like a 12-week study, they all showed improved mood, improved like cognitive function, and then also, I think it was improved sleep.
That's so interesting.
Isn't it?
like nasal? Like, are you using
Like
like
they
a
were
nasal cannula or something
they
and
were
just
shining
beaming it up
red
there?
light like up into their sinus cavities,
Yeah,
into where they're like towards their brain,
that is so weird to me.
and every single one of them showed improvement.
After 4 years of navigating infertility, I got sick and tired of feeling like no one was looking at the full picture. I wanted to understand health from a whole person lens so I could not only help Jordan and myself, but eventually build a functional fertility practice that helps other couples avoid some of the hardships that we've been through. I spent well over a month researching functional health programs before confidently choosing the Functional Diagnostic Nutrition course. What sold me was that you actually run 5 comprehensive functional lab tests on yourself, so you're learning through your own health journey. The support from the staff and other trainees has also been incredible, and they genuinely care about helping you succeed. After graduation, you can become board certified, order functional labs for your own clients, and feel confident working with the complex cases where you can be the last provider people need to see. If you always felt there's more to health than the conventional model, maybe you have your own story that's driving you to help others, or you just want real answers about your own health, I can't recommend the FDN course enough. And because you're a listener of Lone Wolfe Podcast, we have a special link just for you in the episode description that can save you up to $2,000 on the program. So make sure to go and check it out. Okay, so when we were talking about that, it had me thinking, is it possible that, and I feel like the answer is yes, but it'll just be interesting to see as like research catches up, that like now that we are such indoor beings and we like very rarely see the sun and like go outside, that's contributing to why we're all like so sick and unhealthy.
Absolutely.
Because if you can use it as like the cure, almost, I mean, not the cure, you know, but like if you can use it to like restore health or function to somebody who is ill, then couldn't it also then also like be the cause of, you know what I mean? Like the lack of it is then therefore the cause.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Like
the lack of red light,
yeah,
is
in
the
our
cause.
in our lifestyles is causing it, because then
Right.
once you introduce it, all of a sudden there's like these healing factors.
Yeah, I mean, you're spending way more time than you should sitting down in front of blue light
Yeah.
in a building that's protecting you from the sun. And then when you do go outside, you're told that the sun is bad for you and that you should cover your body with toxic chemicals to prevent from getting burned by the sun. It's like we're running away from one of the most crucial, like you said earlier, one of the most crucial nutrients, external nutrients for our bodies.
Yeah, an environmental nutrient.
That's it. That was what you, that was
Yeah.
the word. Yeah.
Which I think is really cool, because if you think of like nutrition being your classic, you know, like what you eat, your macros, your carbohydrate, protein, fat, but there are actually way more things that nourish us as humans than just food.
Right.
And like movement and light and those things are also a nourishment to us.
Totally.
That
just
light,
like, just like exterior, like environmental toxins can be detrimental to your health.
Yeah.
Like pesticides or being around a fucking power plant with EMFs.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of external toxins, and there's also external environmental benefits. Is it, or how did you say it?
What? Nutrients?
Yes.
Yeah.
Environmental
nutrient.
Right. Yes.
Red light is an environmental nutrient.
Yeah.
So this kind of concept just popped in my head, and I'm curious your thoughts on it. But sometimes I get a little bit like, and I can't decide if I get too much this way with some things, but like we like to stray from the pack. We like to think differently. We like to like not follow the herd or do what, you know, everybody else is doing. And sometimes I get a little like when things get really popular. And I feel like red light is kind of, it's like that now. You know what I mean? Like there's so many celebrities now who use red light.
Totally.
And like I've seen so many freaking influencer things where they have like multi-$1,000 huge panels, and it's like part of their like morning routine and whatever. It almost makes me suddenly be like, it's all just a gimmick.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I like can understand that thought, and I imagine there are probably plenty of other people who have that same thought. But I feel like when you really, I don't know, break it down, like, I think I'm pretty much always like a proponent of the ancestral things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that red light is a modern way of trying to
Fill the void.
Yeah, like fill
Right.
exactly, like fill
Right.
this void that we have.
Right.
Because as humanity has, evolved, we used to wake with the sun
Right.
and like spend our time with the sun and like settle down with the sun and go to sleep when it's dark and like sit by a campfire at night, and like we don't have artificial light and all those things.
Candlelight.
Yeah, like and I totally agree. Like, yes, that is how we used to be, and I think that there's definitely benefit to that.
Mm-hmm.
But is that realistic into our real life now? No.
Right.
Like, we can't go start a fire every night.
Right.
We can't just like turn all the lights off in the house. And I mean, that's where I feel like red light, this concept, or like trendy chat of red light, I think fills, like you said, like fills this void.
Right.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and it's a good point, because having a fire or a fireplace or a campfire or
even just waking with the sun and going down with the sun, like all those things aren't always possible.
Right.
People all work completely different work schedules.
But think about your brain and how it relaxes around candlelight or like a campfire, and how tired you get, and how like it almost feels like a closing of the day. And now our modern campfire is Netflix and your computer screen.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. So and we're wearing these to protect us from the light coming from those.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like, we could go full steam and like, I mean, we have a tiny little TV, but like we could chuck it out the window and we could like never look at our phones again, and we could put our computers away, and we could, you know what I mean, only like candles in the house at night, and like try to.
Yeah, it's just not realistic.
But it's just not realistic.
It's not
you know
the
what I
world
mean?
we live in anymore. You can't.
No.
You're going to just get completely lost.
Well, and I think the stress is a huge one, and I feel like this is not talked about enough in the like health and wellness world. If you are so stressed by your 12-step biohacking routine and trying to fit everything into your life, like that stress
not worth it.
It's not worth it. Your stress is going to be like up here, and it's just not going, it's going to completely offset any benefit that you're going to get from all these biohacking things that you're doing. So totally. I like the idea of like, we can wear these glasses and sit down and watch the John Wayne Gacy documentary and enjoy ourselves for 30 minutes after a long day of working and taking care of our children, and then go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to do it all, but like at least being cognizant that there are things in our modern day and environment that, all add up and become quite harmful to us. And we're not designed to handle such a heavy mass load of external burden.
Well, yeah, there's stressors on the body, and there's already so much stress. Being a parent, going to work, doing all the things you have to do to put food on the table and provide for a family. And
it's like the stress of trying to make a fire every single night before you go to bed. You know what I mean? I don't think is realistic. Or would that stress be beneficial to you if you think that your life needs to look that drastic? Because at the end of the day, it's a modern world. We live in a modern world.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Totally. Yeah, I think like you said, I think that you can get so wrapped up in the biohacking and this like routine of like, I need to do this and I need to do that. And if I did, oh my God, I forgot to do this last night. And now it's kind of like you're throwing everything out. Like,
it's all ruined.
It's all ruined. I missed last night. Now I got to catch up. It can be more stress than it is benefit for sure.
But I do just want to nuance here, as if my opinion means fucking anything. But I do not think, if you are not prioritizing in some way, however it feels right for you and your routine in your life, getting outside more, but you're going to go spend thousands of dollars on a red light panel, you're doing it wrong.
Totally.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I think that the red light devices are freaking awesome. Personally, I love them. I, spent the money on them. I wanted them in our home. We use them religiously. I think the science is there and it makes total sense, and I'm like all in.
Yeah.
But if you are not like prioritizing like our actual, like what we have available to us and what our like biology is literally formed around, like you're doing it wrong. Like that has to come first.
Totally. And I don't think that, I think there's a convenience and there is a necessity to having those types of devices.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, first and foremost, like if you can't afford a device like that, or you aren't quite sure about it yet, just start going outside when the sun comes up and start going outside when the sun's going down. Try that out. Put your body facing the sun.
That's 2 opportunities every single day that you could get a little hit.
I mean, and the nice thing is about the devices is like the convenience of like, you're not always, maybe you don't have time to get outside. Like it doesn't get dark here till 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's our bedtime.
Our kids are going to bed at 8.
Yeah.
And we can't put the kids down and then just be like, all right, we're going outside to catch some red light.
Yeah. So I mean, I could wear my red light mask while I prepped our like lunch for the week.
She did. She had a hard time seeing everything that she was doing.
It was really hard to see, yeah. But it was great.
Yeah. But yeah, I think ultimately what it comes down to is it does kind of feel like, because, and I guess this is like moving a little bit forward, but it seems like modern medicine and modern science has demonized the sun.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, are they just trying to sell us devices? It almost, in a way, when you look at it, feels like they have said, sun is bad, red light is good. We're selling you back the natural ingredient that God's already given you at a cost.
Yeah.
So
I mean, for sure.
It's like, oh, you know what? This is bad. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't get too much sun exposure. Sun bad. But you know what? Sit in your house and stare into this little red light because you can buy one of those from us.
I mean, I agree. That concept is really interesting.
It is.
But that exact concept was on my brain today. And that's why I asked, can you get just as much red light, just as many, like nano waves or whatever it is, just as much therapeutic benefit from the sun as I can with my red light box? Mm-hmm. And it sounds like it's not, no. Like the benefit is there for sure, right? But this is a therapeutic level. Like this is going to be a more like concentrated, direct,
gentler on your skin.
Yeah.
There is no UV in it.
And like it's set amount of time. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
no, it makes sense.
I feel like I do still understand it.
Yeah.
And I think that that's like an important thing to note here is that like you and I don't just hop on trends.
Right.
Like I don't see an influencer do something and be like, oh my gosh, babe, like I used code Lindsay25 and I got my Loom box and like how cool is this? We're gonna use it every day and it's gonna whatever. Like we don't work that way.
If we're doing something that's trendy or seems gimmicky, it's because either you or I have already done a ton of research and think it's necessary.
Yeah.
We don't really just jump on things because like everyone's doing it.
No, exactly.
Like I knew that you bought this because you researched it.
Yeah. I bought it 2 years ago now,
right.
I think. Yeah. Right.
And also I think the difference there, like you said, that it does have more benefit to just being pure red light than if you were to go outside. And again, it's a convenience thing, but also I can't go outside into our apartment complex that we currently live in and just pull my fucking pants down.
No.
And be like, check it out. And people are walking by and I'm just swinging dick and ball and butthole out there.
Yeah, don't do
and
that.
They're like, hey, you can't do that. My kids are trying to ride their bikes. And I'm like, look, man, I'm just trying to get some red light exposure.
I'm just trying to help my sterile cells in my testicles, sir.
Regenerating my mitochondria. Fucking look away.
But also, I mean, what's cool is like you can use red light for so many things. And like, for example, like I've seen some people with some thyroid stuff, and you can hold your box here and target a specific area.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is really cool. That's harder to do from my understanding.
Yeah.
That's harder to do with the sunlight naturally.
Totally, right.
Do I think that you shouldn't go outside and still prioritize that? Not at all. Like that is not what I'm saying.
Take a sunset walk with your family and walk in a direction where you're facing it.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that at all. I think that that should definitely come first. But I do think, for example, you and I have infertility. You know what I mean? And so we can use red light as a tool in those areas where we need more support, where our cells need more nourishment.
Spot treatment.
Yeah. And then that does also just make me think of a random red light usage that has kind of seeped into my clinical practice, which I think is really cool. So if you are still sleeping in a rock and you don't know anything about us, I am a lactation consultant, and I diagnose a lot of lip and tongue ties, which maybe we should do an episode on lip and tongue ties. That'd be kind of fun.
You can use mine.
Yeah. That'd be kind of fun though, because I feel like that is I've recently had a lot of families, especially dads, being kind of like, I don't know, I've just heard, conspiracy and it's getting overdiagnosed. And I'm always like, let's go, because here's the deal. I'm a conspiracy theorist just as much as the next person. Let me talk this out with you, because I completely understand. And if I didn't have the clinical knowledge and experience that I have, I think I would probably agree with them. I would totally hop on this kind of conspiracy thought. But I'm like, let's walk through this together. And so I have a spiel. So maybe I'll do that on a podcast episode.
Okay.
But anyway, I went with a family to the pediatric dentist here in where we live for baby to get a revision, where they laser, the tissue underneath the lip and the tongue. And the dentist was mentioning that she recently started introducing red light therapy into her practice, which I think is super cool.
Very cool.
So after she lasers the tissue, she brings baby, back to mom, and mom usually puts baby straight to the breast, like immediately, and baby latches, and it's very comforting to them. While they're nursing, she brings out this really fancy, expensive, high grade red light and puts it like right underneath baby's chin to get, to that underneath the tongue.
And she's noticed more like a quicker healing?
Yeah, she's noticed that the way that it heals is better.
Whoa.
That the like fibrous, like collagen healing is better.
That's kind of cool.
Super cool.
And that's in a very clinical setting. That's not woo-woo.
No,
like
exactly.
She's a surgeon.
And she's using like an FDA cleared, like,
very cool.
Yeah, device. And then she also said that red light can work really well for damaged nipples, which I was like, that's super cool, because I see that all the time. Like that's one of the biggest reasons why people end up in my office, is that they're having substantial pain with breastfeeding, and they're usually having, cracking, blistering, bleeding, etc. on their nipples from breastfeeding, usually from lip and tongue ties. So I get a lot of lip and tongue tie babies, but I was like, how cool, because red light is becoming, I feel like it's on the rise of being almost like a common household device.
It's like a recovery tool.
No, but it's like becoming like a common household device, potentially,
But that is cool. Like it sounds like for wound healing.
Yeah, and you could use it for so much. Yeah.
Yes.
And then apparently, I haven't gone down this rabbit hole, but I really should, and I should have before this episode. But apparently, red light can potentially be beneficial for mastitis management too, which is super cool.
It's very interesting.
Obviously can't be used in place of the actual other, clinical management of mastitis, but it's potentially a supportive tool, which is super cool.
Yeah, and it sounds like that's what this is. This is not a cure-all. This is not something that's going to fix everything. But it does sound like there's some clinical research that supports healing properties and cell regeneration for mitochondria, which is nice.
I also use it whenever we're sick.
Yeah.
I don't know, if that's like, if there's research or truth behind that. There probably is. But like anytime like me and the girls are sick, like I try to have us like all, like I do it for our daughters too. Like try to like all post up in front of the red light.
Yeah.
I did it a lot in postpartum. That was one of the big reasons why I wanted it, was for postpartum.
Yep. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's red light. Hopefully you got a little something out of this.
Do you think the microphone's picking up his purring?
I can't hear it.
Let's see. Wow.
That's kind of nice.
That's nice.
A little red light and some cat purring in your ear.
I was just about to say our next episode's going to be about why everybody needs a kitten for their nervous system.
Again, I told her not to get the cat.
Nervous system regulation. It's really important. Look it up.
What am I going to do? The girls like it. It makes them happy. I step on cat litter constantly now.
Oh, he's been crazy.
And it drives me nuts, but here we are, and the girls are happy, so.
He likes him. Don't let him fool you.
I do like him. It's not like I don't like him. I just.
Here, wait. Listen one more time. Ready? Oh, he doesn't want to stay close. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. It's really, really nice. Okay, well, that's all we have for you, and we'll see you in
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
He's my cat.
Purring.
If you feel at home here, leaving a 5-star review helps other families find their way too.
Come hang out with us on socials at Lone Wolfe Podcast, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's next.
Remember, sometimes you have to stray from the pack to discover where you truly belong. Until next time, loners.